Melanie Spath, winner of the Elite Women's British Series and second today in the ECI C2 race here in Plymouth. Tell us about your race today.
Today, well, first I'd like to talk about the course. It was an amazing course, probably the best I've ridden in Plymouth, and probably the best that I've ever ridden on any of the series, because the Irish always complain about the courses are a little bit too easy maybe over here and a bit lax, but this one had some really good descending on it, and it was a lot of very, very good and even technical single tracks. So I really, really like the course, which always helps to have a good race. In my race, we started off, we were about 12 or 15 women, I think, and Annie last obviously would go in front, and she wasn't going too fast, so we stayed together for most of the first lap. And so I was in third place behind Lee Craigie, who had a strong race as well. But I could see she was struggling on the climbs, and I was always getting close on the climbs, but she was faster on the off-road descents, on the off-camber descents, and that's something that I'm not really good at. But I'm working on it, but that's why she was stronger, so I had to get in front of her in going down on the most technical descent. If I can get a gap on her there, then I knew I'd be safe because I'm faster on the climb. So yeah, so in the second lap, I think it was, second or third lap, I got her on that descent. I actually went in front of her into the technical bit, and that was it. So I stayed in front of her. I think it was in the third lap actually. And yeah, I could see her coming closer from time to time, but it was fine and I was safe, and I drilled it. On the last descent I just went as fast as I could, and yeah, I was able to put a whole minute into her over the whole race, so I'm really happy with that.
And you won the series overall. Maybe this is the first Irish person to win the series in at least a good few years, maybe ever. Tell us about the series overall.
Well, this is now the third year that I'm coming to the series, and I've always enjoyed coming here because it's like going to a small family. You know most of the races here, and it's all very friendly. And it's good coming here because it's easy to get here from Ireland, obviously. And this year, all the races, like last year, have been C category races or UCI races, so it's good for getting points. So yeah, we started off in Sherwood, fairly flat. I think then it was Derby before the World Cup. It's mostly the same as the World Cup course. It's a nice course though. Then we had, I think, Wasing. It's a fairly flat course, but they made a lot. They actually made a good course out of what they had there. And then we had Margam, which is always a bit of a technical course. It's nice, but actually this one is, I think, the winner. And Jay and Maddie Horton really did put a lot of work into making this course worthy of itself. And yeah, it's a great end to the season. So I'm very, very pleased with myself. Very smug.
And show us your bike.
Yep. So I've been riding on my Specialized and S-Works, and it's probably the best bike I've ridden myself. Each year you think they can't make it better, but again this year I'm impressed with what they did on the rear triangle, because the last year, like, people who've been riding my bike might have said, well, it's a little bit twitchy on the back, but this year they just made it all a bit stiffer, and especially with the bolt through at the end, it just rides so well. And I think it's a bit like cheating that I'm riding this bike, so it's not just me who's winning, it's the bike as well. It's just, yeah, it's really light. You can, I can lift it with one arm. It's just amazing. So yeah, no, I couldn't have a better bike. So yeah, happy with that too. Worked really well.